What does a 4,000 kilometer drive to the Arctic look like? I'll show you. Stod full. Clothes, bedding, guns, fishing rods, tables. What do we got here? More shit. Coverall, diesel heater, spare washer fluid, kitchen utility, camp shit, rain cover. Don't forget coolers, powered refrigerator, bumper dumper. Wife's gonna love it, she just doesn't know it. And it won't even bother opening that. It's full. That's all you need to know. And of course the wife's side, full. And of course the wife, happy and ready to go. Okay, let's get on the road. 7 a.m., leaving Penticton, shooting for Smithers. We'll see how it goes. Day one, kind of fun. Captain's log, day 3, the Arctic adventure. How did day 2 go? Day 2 went pretty good. Didn't start off well because I didn't record the morning video. I thought I did, but I pushed the wrong button. The drive was beautiful. Lots of mountains, lots of scenery. Apparently I had the worst gas in the world's history. The wife could barely contain herself in the cab of the truck. We're hoping day 3's better, although I'm not so sure about that. She has been feeding me straight protein to keep me going, so Godspeed. Off to Whitehorse today. See how this drive goes. Roads are a little tighter, a little slower going, but we're up for it. Stay tuned. Hopefully we make her. Bye. Hey buddy, you have a good day. You stay off the road. Day 4, we're at Lake LaBarge, somewhere north of Whitehorse, pushing on to Dawson City this morning. We've got 2,313 kilometers on the truck. I think we got another 5 1/4 to get to Dawson. That'll push us around 2840. And then we got a little stay over at a cabin that we selected while we were in Whitehorse. Tried to beat some of the rush. Captain's log.
This may get you in the head.
Day 5? July 23rd. Does this say Wednesday?
Is it Wednesday?
Oh, you look at that. Captain's log might not be accurate.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Oh shit, it's Wednesday. Okay. Anyway, it's pouring rain. I'm wet from just trying to get a little jug of water. We are pulling out of Dawson City, Yukon. Had a nice little stay in the Katie's Cabins in downtown. Klondike Kate's Cabins in downtown Dawson. Nice spot. We had some plans to check out some viewpoints and stuff, the Midnight Dome and whatnot, but it's pouring rain, can't see shit. So we're headed to the Dempster. We got 431 kilometers till empty. Our next gas station is at 369.
No, that's from the junction. So we're not at the junction yet. We're about 30K away from that. So
it's going to be tight. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to have to drive easy on the truck and not try to burn too much gas going up hills. I do have 25 liters. Tempted to buy another jerry can, but I just said hell with it. I didn't want to spend inflated prices for a jerry can I might not need. So we're going for it. A lot of RVs in Dawson City covered in mud. Look like they just came down the Dempster, so it's looking like it's a popular thing to do. Got a little bit of tidbit information from the Visitor Information Center. Shouldn't be too bad. It is pouring rain. Makes it a little bit shitty, but we'll get through it. As we do, because we're stubborn AF. Anyways, hon, did you want to say something?
$22.99 for a can opener in Dawson City.
$22.99 for a Starlit can opener. I reference checked it quick on Amazon. You can get them for $13.99. So a little bit of inflationary pricing going on. Coffees are expensive. Gas is $1.78. Yeah, as you'd expect, everything's expensive. But I would say where we're headed, things are about to get a lot more expensive. He's literally looking at me and just coming through my bucket.
You do have a pretty good bucket there. No way I'm giving up my bucket.
He didn't get some of the jams, did he?
Oh.
No way.
Oh my. He's coming for them. He's gonna jump in your lap. It's a smoky fire.
Not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous he's gonna do something aggressive.
It looks like he's going for it. I'm gonna have some. Oh.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm done doing captain's log. I realized I'm not a captain of the ship. It's actually the wife that's the captain. I'm just along to drive. As you'll notice, it's the start of day 6. I'm wearing a toque and no longer a hat. Also, I got big bags on my eyes.
Despite sleeping very well, though.
Sleeping quite well in that tent. Thank God for memory foam 3-inch edition.
Thanks, Phil Hand, for that.
Thanks for the suggestion on spending more money, Phil. Anyways, we're leaving Tombstone Territorial Park Campground. We're heading up the Dempster. Goal for today is to hit, what's that place called?
Rock
River Campground, which
40
is
kilometers north of the Arctic Circle.
42 kilometers north of Eagles Plain, which is the Arctic Circle. So if all goes well, we've got 360 something kilometers to hit the Arctic. It's going to be grueling. Can't show you the roads, but they're rough. Even in been a bit of a long day. Crushing the Dempster. We are on the ferry to the other side of the Mackenzie River. This ferry is impressive. Docks up to nothing, carrying semis and offloads in the fast-moving river current. Now we're booting over to somewhere to drop another car off, and then we'll be over at the other side to drop us off. Pretty cool. It's been a day though.
Second river crossing.
Second river crossing today. The Dempster in a day. That's the new... Because everybody wants to crush the Dempster in a day. Anyways, check in later. We are 10 kilometers outside of Inuvik. We're on asphalt. Like actual asphalt. Pavement with a dotted yellow, solid yellow passing lane and what looks to be a faint white line. It's pretty fantastic to see after almost, 700 kilometers of fairly rough gravel road all today. Day 9. Vehicle log. I think we're still happy. Are we still happy, honey?
Yeah.
Lean into the video a little, will you?
Okay.
We are leaving Rock River.
You did it! First time
first
ever.
time in 62 tries. Leaving Rock River Casino, campground, and headed to Tombstone. Had a very mosquito-y time yesterday. If it weren't for bug nets on your heads, it would not be survivable. I'm not kidding you. Anyways, we're heading down the Dempster. This is going to be our last big push, 300 kilometers. Got to go through Eagles Pass, get gas, and then push into Tombstone. Buddies on the bikes on their way up to the Arctic said they were Tombstone the night before. It was completely full. They lucked out, got the last spot. So we are leaving at 7 a.m. to try and beat the rush.
How's it going, Dave?
The weather. Good morning. It's day 11. Our last day on the Dempster. I look like I could use a shower. I feel like I could use a shower. My wife says I could use a shower. It's been fun. It's been a ride. A lot of miles. We're at 4,491.9 right now since we left Penticton. We are headed for Grizzly Lake, do a little hike on the way out the Dempster. Then we're going to go into Dawson and hopefully have a shower so we don't smell so bad and get some water and things of that such. Dempster claimed a tire, so we did Dave's tire repair shop on the campsite here. Managed to get a plug in it.
Hopefully it sticks.
Hopefully it sticks. Thanks for putting that out there, hon. Shit all over my dash. Anyways, it's been fun. Carrying on. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.